Gracious God, creator of the universe, and yet the lover of my soul. Alpha and Omega, and yet I can call you friend. I don't have to beg you for anything, but I can thank you for everything. God, I thank you because this is the day that you have made, and I can rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for this day of magnificence and glory and splendor. God, I thank you for life, health, and for strength. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for peace, love, and joy. I thank you for the essence of you that envelops me right now, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. We thank you for this day of manifestation. We thank you for the day of revelation. We thank you for the day of impartation. We thank you as you move in the midst of your people to bring us to the greatest times that we've ever seen since the foundation of the world. Thank you, Lord, that for this time and for this season, you've allowed us to be a part of your move in the face of the earth. I thank you, God, for the revolution that you're bringing forth, God, even in the midst of the earth right now. And I thank you for the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing in this hour, because in the last days, saith God, you said you would pour out your spirit on all flesh. And so now we thank you for the pouring out. God, I thank you for the rain and the move of your spirit. I thank you for fresh oil. I thank you for new wine. I thank you for the new thing that you're doing. I thank you now that it does spring forth. I thank you, Lord, that you've called us to be the head and not the tail. You've called us to be above only and not beneath. You've called us to be the lender and not the borrower. You've called, God, that our storehouses would be full and increase. God, I thank you because even I decree and declare that the people under the sound of my voice even now are moving in the might of your strength. not by might nor by power, but by your spirit. I thank you for those that are the sons and daughters of God that are called because they walk not after the flesh, but after your spirit. I thank you for the rising up of the people of your kingdom. I thank you that your kingdom come. I thank you that your will be done, even now in earth as it is in heaven. I thank you, Lord, because you are moving in the midst of your people mightily as never before. Raise us up, oh God, to the standard of what you've called us to be. God, I thank you for the standard of greatness. I thank you for the standard of holiness. I thank you for the standard of moving as the sons and daughters of yours, and not as vagabonds, not as those that never knew you, not as those that are confused and confounded, but God, those that know who they are in you. I thank you for the knowing. I thank you, God, for knowing you. I thank you for knowing your presence. Thank you for knowing your Holy Ghost power that gives us the ability to be successful. Your anointing that gives us the power to rise up and be called blessed. Thank you for that is in us. Thank you, God, for all things that pertain to life and godliness. Thank you because we are not confused. We are not deceived. And we thank you for that clarity of mind and the clarity of vision that allows us to walk forth as kings and queens, as princes and princesses in the kingdom that walk in the earth. We thank you that we are your beloved, and we rise up as the apple of your eye. We rise up, oh God, as those that you love with all of your heart. And God, we love you back. I thank you for soundness of mind. I thank you for soundness of spirit. I thank you that healing is our bread. Healing is our deliverance. By the stripes of Jesus, we're already healed. And we speak forth that healing even now for those that need it. Thank you, God, for every stripe that was taken. Thank you for the bruising. Thank you that he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. God, with those same stripes we declare and we speak healing in Jesus' name. We give you glory, we give you peace, we give you honor, we give you blessing, we give you might. We ascribe all of these things unto you because they are yours. Thank you, the fruit of my lips giving thanks unto your name, ever giving you all that is yours. Glory, honor, power, dominion, majesty. It's yours. I decree it and I speak it. In the mighty name of Jesus, it is so. Amen and amen.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to welcome you to today's edition of Yes You O Cubed. What does O Cubed stand for? One-on-one. It's just me and you. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and I'm so glad that you joined me on today. Yes, it's Wednesday, y'all. It is Wednesday, November the 30th in the year 2022. Can I say it's December Eve, y'all? It's December Eve. Good morning to you, and I'm so glad that you joined me today. Listen, it's another day's journey, and I'm glad about it. Shelly Thunder, thank you for that resub. SK8843, thank you for that resub. We're building something over here in the Lion's Den. Please believe it. We're building something over here, y'all. We absolutely positively are, and your support is helping us to get it done. Now, listen. I am so happy to be here this morning with each of you, and thank you for taking the time to come in and be a part of this with me. Now, the Lion's Den is so precious to me. That's all I can say. The Lion's Den is so precious to me, and every last one of you are. I want to start with the VIP section. I mean to tell you, it was all kind of activity going on over there in the VIP section. All kinds of activity going on over there in the VIP section. So here we go, y'all. Here we go. I almost felt Beyonce right there. It looks like we had a war going on. There was a real push going for Grandpa Holmes's chair this morning. A real push. Now let me look. Oh my God. I'm going to have to figure this thing out, because listen, the Saints were not playing this morning. The Saints were not playing. I'm looking and I'm booking and I'm checking it out. Oh Lord, let me see. Let me pull it up. Well, cheerings. Here we go. Now, y'all still give me love after this is over. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folks that came in the Lion's Den this morning in the VIP section. So let me start here. T. Summers came in just a little bit early, y'all. Just a little bit early, but she came in giving love and giving hugs. I want to give it up to you, T, but you're just a little early on this one. Come through. Now, I'm going to do something here. Yes, I'm going to do something here, because I'm telling y'all, it's tense. It's tight. It's close, y'all. It's close. So this is what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm looking, and I'm going to say the third person that I'm going to count in the Lion's Den this morning was none other than Sassy Cassie, otherwise known as Cassandra Isaiah. Come on, sis. Come on and sit down on that love seat. Go ahead, sit down right over there, sis. Right over there. So much love to you. Thank you, Rebel, for gifting that sub to DJ James Dark Knight. Good morning to you, sir. And welcome to the Lion's Den. We got a hype train going on, y'all. We got a roaring hype train going on already. And good morning to you. And thank you for the blessings in the Lion's Den, because as I always say, you don't have to do it, but you did. Thank you to those that are giving. You guys are just such a blessing. Listen, Cassandra told me already, go ahead and towel down. Where's my towel? Oh Lord, I watched that Joker and I didn't bring it back, Cassandra. But listen, I'm gonna bring the towel. Let me just dab my brow, because this might be a little dicey in here. Now, the second person that I'm going to put in the Lion's Den today is none other than Truck driver, you did that, my brother. You did that. Come on in here and sit down next to Cassandra on that there love seat. I got everybody in here at the same time. Let me take somebody out. Somebody going to have. There we go. We'll take Cassandra out, put truck driver in. Truck driver, give it to you again, Mufasa. Now listen. Now this right here, y'all. This right here. So listen, my computer is showing a certain time for certain folk. Come on, my pastor from the ATL. Oh my Lord, y'all. I'm gonna need prayer after this. Let me come here just for a second. I'm gonna give a dual winnership. Yes, I made up words. I'm gonna give a dual winnership to the winner of Grandpa Holmes' chair, because I got screenshots, I got pictures, I got Lord Jesus. But listen, my computer's telling me something else. I'm gonna go here. The winners of Grandpa Holmes' chair, and this may be a first. The winners of Grandpa Holmes' chair, none other than Kim Possible, 7-Eleven, and Shelly Thunder. I'm gonna let both of y'all have it. I just can't. Come on here. Let's do this. I'm trying to get all my screens up. Y'all say I'm so off. I'm shaking, y'all. I'm shaking because I'm like, Lord Jesus, I got two of my queens in here, and I mean, there's Kim Possible 711. Let me get the congratulations up here, y'all. I just love y'all too much. Lord Jesus, I don't know what to do. I got the screenshots in my hand. Come on. I got the computer saying one thing, and I just don't know what to do. I'm gonna get a special chair that's big enough for both of y'all's lips, for both of y'all's hips, and both of y'all's fingertips. No, I really love y'all. I really love y'all. It's just awesome. It's just awesome that y'all come in doing it like that. I tell you. I appreciate you. I really do. Both of these beautiful ladies, I'm telling you, they came in at 12 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to do with this system. I'm going to have to get something even tighter because listen, y'all, listen. Computers are not always reliable. Can I just say that? Computers are not always reliable. So I'm going to leave it like that. We're going to get a special chair. I'm going to have it special ordered, special delivered. Yes. T. Summers, I got to work on it, sis. I got to work on it because my babies are not playing. These beautiful queens are up in here. So listen, I got Shelly Thunder and Kim Possible 711. Shelly said, why is it so quiet in here? Where's everybody at? I love it. I absolutely love it. There's just nobody like these two queens right here. So listen, they shall wear a crown. Well, we need a bigger chair. Because these hips... all of those lips, hips, and fingertips are not going to fit in that chair. I'm having one special delivered. It will be here in just a few minutes, Shelly Thunder. It will be here in just a few minutes, Kim. So y'all stand there for just a hot second, and I'm going to have that joker unpacked, delivered, set up so y'all can. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get some special features on that chair because y'all did that thing this morning. I love you. So, but again, as I always say, they come in bringing all the love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness into the lion's den. And I can guarantee you, both of these sisters come full of that. Both of them come full of love, joy, peace, soul, and happiness. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all got me sweating this morning. I mean, y'all got me just straight up sweating. But I appreciate you for that. MCP 812, thank you for those roaring biddies. Queen Shanna 21, thank you for those roaring biddies. SK 8843, thank you for those roaring biddies. T Summers, thank you for those roaring biddies. That hype train was awesome. We made it to a level 2. I appreciated you all for all that you've done. Those gifted subs, we had 3 gifted subs given in that time window. I really appreciate you for the blessing, and we're building something. That's what I always like to come back and say. We're building something. Now, you know where I like to go from here because I have 3 beautiful moderators. They are just the best in the world. I love them. I absolutely do. I love these ladies. There's nobody like them anywhere. Yes, the winner of Grandpa Holmes's chair, the co-winner, let me put it like that, along with my girl Kim Possible 711. Yes, that's none other than my Shelly Thunder. Yes, Shelly Thunder. I call her the prophetess. She comes in bringing the word, the scripture. She comes in with the prayer. She comes in with lots of love, but she also comes in with block a hole ministry when it needs to be in full effect. Thunder don't play with the thunderclap. You know that, what was that commercial? It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. I'm gonna tell y'all, don't play with the thunderclap because she will clap you up. I see that Mod Love MCP 812. I see that Mod Love Tall Pumps. I see that Mod Love SK 8843. Don't play with the thunderclap. She will clap you up. Now, we're led by the leader of the pack, none other than the Rebel Inc. And you know, the Rebel Inc., she is a streamer. And if you're not following the Rebel Inc., quit your wicked ways. Quit your wicked ways. She will bless your whole life. I see that, Mod Love T. Summers. I see that, Mod Love Shelly Thunder. Listen, and hold on, because in just a few minutes, we're going to be going over to the Rebel Inks, and we're going to get some anti-morning bangos and the cracks. If you want some Dick's Pizza, you just hold on just a second. We got breakfast for you. I see you, Mod Love the Rebel Ink. Quit your wicked ways, Shelly Thunder. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Quit your wicked ways. Please go out there and follow her. Hit that like button and subscribe, because at the end of the day, she's going to bless your whole life. She's a whole vibe and a whole blessing. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling what God loves, and that is the truth. Yes, Michelle, we got some pizza for you. Yes, we do. And then coming to the third part of the Blessed Trinity, the quiet storm. Yes, my quiet storm, Michelle Brownell, who changes the atmosphere just by being in the room. That's my girl. Listen, I had to call on her last night. To get some of that information. I had to get the 411 on some medical. This is my girl right here. She's all that and a bag of chips. Look at these three beautiful, beautiful ladies. I'm telling you, they are everything in the Lion's Den. So much love to the mods in the Lion's Den. Nobody like you in all the world. We love you. Yes, we do. Now, listen. We gonna get ready. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. I'm still battling a little something, sinus. But listen, we gonna make it through the morning. We gonna make it through the day. It's gonna be all right. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Because as my mother said, when you walk into the room, speak to somebody. So I'm gonna come around, and this is my time to just be able to speak to everybody that's in my chat. And as I always say, in the Lion's Den, you don't have to talk if you don't want to. I don't care in any of the streams we have. You don't ever have to do anything that you don't want to do. But for those of you that are here in the chat, I just want to come around and say good morning to you. And I just discovered, for those of you that might be, I think I have about 3 Facebook channels running simultaneously. And I did not get this done before this morning, but some of you are talking to me in some of those other chats that are out there in some of those other Facebook pages. I am going to get that connected so that I can see your comments as well, because you all are out there commenting and talking to us as the stream is moving forward. So I will get that done. Just continue to talk. Don't stop talking to us. I just can't see you in my stream yet, but I'm going to get that fixed so that you can be a part of this conversation, and not just on that Facebook page, on those Facebook pages, but you can actually be a part of the conversation here. So hold on, keep talking to me this morning. Brother Melvin Brown, I know you're in LinkedIn. Keep talking to me. For those that are in LinkedIn that want to talk to me, go ahead and talk to me, and it will come in the stream. But I just need to get 2 of those 3 Facebook pages fixed. So I did want to say that. Don't stop talking to me. Keep talking. We're going to get you included. All right. Now, I want to speak to somebody. So I'm looking and I'm looking, and Tall Pumps is pumping tall. That's my friend. That's my sister. Good morning to you. She is a streamer, a moderator rather, with our streamer Woman Unsilenced. Please go out there and follow Woman Unsilenced if you're not following her. But Tall Pumps, she's a force to be reckoned with all by herself. And if you didn't know, she is the leader. She's the director of the Poll Call. Hey! We hadn't had one in a while, Tall Pumps. We got folks like Rebel trying to retire. But when the devil said no, God said yes. Poll Call. I see Tall. You better back that thing up, Tall Pumps. I see Tall Pumps. I see Swing Low reporting. Come on. I see your Vintage Sugar in here. Listen, Eileen Sideways is on duty this morning, but she's in the midst. Come on here, Georgia Peach Cobbler with extra crust. Come on here and report for duty this morning. Hey, Shelly Thunder. I see a thunderclap up above my head on the pole. Spice and her fingertips. All the way up on the pole. She's on the pole. Sassy slide and glide. Come on, I can't hide it. You gotta ride. Oh, Cassandra, you took me out with that one. She said, I can't hide. I got to ride. I see the peach coming back around. Shake 'em up, baby is in the house. Come on, MCP 812. Dr. Dady Priest, do you want to ride? Come on, Dr. Dady. Come on, Dr. Dady. And they dragging Rebel to the pole. That's what I'm talking about, Tall Pumps. She ain't retired from nothing. Let's go. Spice. Can you say Spice? Spice is on the pole. Come on, Spice. Sweet Chariot. Rebel, you said you heard the call from Dr. Dady and you hollered. We love the poll, y'all. We love the poll. Just in case you didn't know, we love the poll. Come on up in it. Now, y'all know we did something when we got Dr. Dady Priest on the poll, y'all. Just call her Spice. She's sugar. She's spice. She's everything nice. Here come Eileen Sideways reporting for duty. I'm going to give you some. This is for Eileen Sideways. And I'm sure Rhonda Royal Confessions is somewhere in the room. Dr. Dady looks on YouTube for the instructions. Come on, Jennifer. We love poll call too. I knew Royal Confessions was somewhere lurking. This is for you, Royal Confessions. Get you some. Somebody said Dr. Dady Priest is on the Christmas tree swinging from the branches. All right, y'all. That's the way we do it in here. Yes, the Christmas tree swinging from branch to branch. Dr. Dady Priest. And if you're not following Dr. Dady Priest, quit your wicked ways, because she'll bless your whole life. Now, you know, I just had to get in there. I just had to jump in there and do a little bit of that. I felt a little honoriness popping up in my shondo this morning. So y'all just bear with me in my folly, because I felt that. The pole ministry is calling you. Today might be the day. Come on, Queen Shanna. Get on the pole. I'm trying to tell you. If you need any lessons at all, Tall Pumps is our pole teacher. She's our pole evangelist. She goes into the highways and hedges and compels folks to get on the pole. Yes, she does. So listen, that's the way we do it in the Lion's Den. And I just felt that down in my shondo. I did, Tall Pumps. That blessed your whole shondo too. I just felt that this morning. Thank you to everybody that answered the poll call. That's the way we do it in the Lion's Den. And y'all got a convert. You got a new convert. Honey, Spice is in the... Listen, Spice. Because there's a sizzle with that, Dr. Dady. Spice. You know how you lick it, you lick it, you take it and you lick your finger and then put it on that hot stuff. Spice. Spice is in the room. Good morning to you, Dr. Dady. Listen, if you're not following Dr. Dady Priest, quit your ways. Because listen, I'm telling you, she's going to bless your whole life, and that spice is going to, listen, spice is going to work for you. It's going to work for you. Good morning to you. Coming on down. Listen, let me get back on track. I see T. Summers in the room. Good morning to you. Come on in here. I see Queen Shanna 21. Good morning to you. DJ P-Fu is a streamer and he's come in the room. Good morning to you. So much mad love. MCP 812, my sister cousin. You know I love me some you. I see you. Come on in the room. The gift, Nathan Lamont. That's my baby. All I need is one good squall. Good morning to you, my baby. Coming on, and I see DJ. Come on, brothers. Child, it's scrolling so fast, I missed it. Listen, let me go back and try to catch it, child. It done went off and left me. Tony Stacks is in the room. Did I get that right? DJ Tony Jacks. Tony Jacks is in the room. So much love to you, my DJ friend. To all of my DJs that are here in the room, please put your time and your information so that we can follow you. Thank you for being in the Lions Den this morning. We clowning already. Michelle Brownell, that's my quiet storm. She's in the room. Good morning to you. Shelly Thunder is in the room, y'all. You know she is. Did y'all see that thunderclap on the pole? A whole lightning bolt, and she didn't get shocked. I'm so glad to have Kim Possible 7-Eleven. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. That's my pastor from the ATL. She's in the Lions Den this morning. And no, we will not be having good grief on this particular Friday, but she is a part, along with Crazy Berrytown. Excuse me. Along with Crazy Berrytown. Everything in my head wants to drain right now. Excuse me. Along with Crazy Berrytown, they bring good grief to us every Friday afternoon, 12 Central Time. So much love to you. Downtown Melvin Brown, my shouting brother from Kansas City, he's in the room this morning, and so much love to you. SK8843, thank you again for that resub. So glad to have you. And for those roaring biddies, that's my sister. She's in the room. Good morning to you. I'm coming on down and I'm looking and I'm booking because I don't want to miss anybody. Excuse me. I appreciate you so much for being in the Lions Den this morning. You didn't have to do it, but you did. I want to say thank you for coming in the room. Now, I'm looking to see if anybody came in the basement while I was upstairs, because, listen, my chat ran off and left me while I was entertaining myself with the poll call. Honey, my chat went off and left me. That don't want to cooperate. My computer said, I got something for you. Come on, shake them up, baby. Listen, y'all killing me with these poll names. I love it. I love it. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you. Jennifer is in the room. She is a streamer. If you're not following Jennifer, quit your wicked ways. Quit your wicked ways. She will bless your whole life. And we're still loving on you and praying for you, Jennifer, in your time of bereavement. Royal Confessions. Come on in the room. That's my iron. Iron sharpens iron. And there she is. So much love to you. I knew you were somewhere lurking. I knew you were somewhere lurking. All I had to do was just call your name. Just call my name. I'll be there. Coming on down, and I'm looking, and Stacy 546 came on in the room this morning and went straight to the poll. Good morning to you, my sister. Nothing but mad love to you. Cassandra Woke 2022. She's in the room, y'all. She's in the room. So much love to you, and I appreciate you for being in the Lions Den. Coming on down, I'm looking and I'm booking DJ James Dark Knight is in the room, a streamer here. Please, if you're not following my brother, quit your wicked ways, because he's going to bless your whole life. I promise you he will. Good morning, and thank you for spending time in the Lions Den. We appreciate you, my brother. BTD Mom. Yes, that's my biggest big sister. She's in the room right now. So much love coming to you. You know I love me some you. Come through, come through. All these lines up in here, we about to roar in the house. Now, I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, please drop your name in the chat, because I don't want to miss anybody. I really don't. This is my opportunity where I come around, because I really do appreciate all of you that take your time and expend and extend your energies to come into the Lion's Den and just show love. That just means so much to me. And I love this time of coming around and just saying your name. There's so much power in just saying a person's name. So this is my time to empower you and to put your name in the air, in the frequency of the universe. And please know, every time I speak your name with power. I speak your name with might. I speak your name with anointing. So I want you to go forth, and thank you for giving me this opportunity and this time and this moment to speak your name. So powerful in life, not just powerful in death, but powerful in life. That's what I want for you. Now, let's get this party started. Let's get this party crack-a-lacking, because there's some place that I want to be by the end of the time. Stay with us. Come on. I love y'all. I love you, Dr. Dady Priest. I love you so much. This woman right here. Can I just stop and digress for just a moment? She did a beautiful stream on yesterday. She was decorating a Christmas tree, which is a business that she has. There she is, Miss America. Come on. We talking about Dr. Dady Priest, Royal Confessions. She did a stream on yesterday where she was decorating a Christmas tree, which is a part of her business. And this is one thing I want you to understand about Dr. Dady and how unselfish she is. Now, this is something that she does for a living, something that God is blessing her to do, to step out. So listen, y'all, anybody that knows of some business for Dr. Dady, as far as, come on, let's network, let's make connections, let's connect these lines, connect the dots. And listen, that's the way we're going to win in this season and time. Help somebody else win. And when somebody else wins, guess what? We win too. Please believe it. Help somebody else win. And when they win, we win too. It was a whole vibe. It was Tall Pumps. Oh, you're talking. Okay. I missed. Let me take that in context. Thank you so much. Listen, it's all about boss energy. But at the end of the day, Dr. Dady was on there showing people literally how to do what she does. Now, this is what I want us to understand. Excuse me, the drainage is still going on. I'm so sorry. This is what I want us to understand. And that is that so many times connection is the lifeline to engagement. Come on here, Dr. Dady. Come on. You saw the bubble wrap, Jennifer. That tree she did was just absolutely beautiful. And this is, again, the unselfishness of this woman to be able to share with no fear, with no, oh, they gonna take my stuff and run with it. You understand where I'm coming from? That energy, that negative energy that has been supplanted in us, that has been planted in us, and we work in that negative energy. I got to bring this over here and hoard it up. And no. She actually, oh, you missed it. It was beautiful, Royal Confessions. She takes her energy to empower others. This is what the lions do. Please hear me. This is what lions do. We don't look at each other and see lamb chops. We don't look at the sheep and see lamb chops. We don't look at each other and say, oh, I got meat for dinner. We look at each other and say, this pride, this PRIDE, this pride of lions is relentless, and you're going to hear us roar. So when she was telling folks how to actually attach the stuff to the tree. You understand? Not just a, you get your little hook and throw your hook. No, she was telling how to put it on there and make it secure, how to place it here and there. And listen, I looked at that and I said, now this is what lions do. This is how lions say, hey, I got a skill, I got a gift. I'm not going to keep it to myself. Mother taught that class. Do you hear me, Rebel? Mother taught that class. Dr. Dady Priest has offered help when you sent a request automatically. Come on here and testify. Automatically, with no question, no concern, no conversation. That's what, listen, can I give it up for Dr. Dady Priest? Because, this right here. That's my girl, Dr. Dady Priest. I just love it. I love it. And I'm going to tell you, Dr. Dady, I didn't do the story on yesterday, but yesterday they were showing the trees that Dr. Biden selected for the White House. and they showed all the different trees that were in the White House that she had commissioned. And I looked at that on yesterday, and I really was going to show this on yesterday, but I just did not. Let me see. I may still have it queued up. I looked at that, and listen, I'm going to tell you what was in my heart. Dr. Dady, in my heart, I said, I want Dr. Dady to go to the White House and be commissioned to decorate those Christmas trees in the White House. I want Dr. Dady to go to the White House. Y'all ain't buying what I'm selling. Because at the end of the day, the work that she does and the quality of work that she does, there's no reason why she should not be in the White House. Come on, that's your heart's desire. Come on, come on, come on. Speak it, and it shall be done. And honestly, Dr. Dady, without knowing that, and I didn't have to know it, but I saw it. I saw you in the White House. I mean that sincerely. And when I saw that, I said, this right here needs to be Dr. Dady in this White House. And I looked at the trees, but I said, baby, listen, they ain't got nothing on Dr. Dady Priest. So listen, if that's your heart's desire, He'll give you the desires of your heart. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. So come on, MCP, come through with that. So it is so. I see you, Rebel. Come on, speak that, tall pumps. Speak those things that be not as though they are. I can tell you, I saw you in the White House decorating the Christmas trees there. So listen, and that is a business. And once more and again, if you've got a connection, pass that to Dr. Dady. You can whisper her. You can, whatever way you can reach out to her. I promise you, she will respond. If you've got information, if you've got connections, listen, because she's on her way to the White House. How about that, Kim Possible? Come on, let's speak it. She's on her way to the White House with that boss energy to take them the decoration of a lifetime. So, I would love to hear tell that a black woman owned business came in the White House and did their thing in a phenomenal way. Then darn, there's my sister. So much love to you, and it's good to have you back, sis. Please, please, please know the Lion's Den has been praying for you and hope that you're feeling so much better. Welcome home, my sister. Welcome home, and mad love to you. Good to see you. Now, I really felt that in my shondo. I really, really, really want Dr. Dady to go to the White House. So listen, let's charge the atmosphere with that energy. Hear me. Charge the atmosphere with that energy. Because God has that open door. I believe it. Come on, Cassandra. Come on with that boss energy. God has that open door. You're going to apply. There's a problem. Come on, Doc. She's already checked it out. Would she be Dr. Dady Priest if she hadn't already checked it out? Would she be Dr. Dady Priest if she hadn't already checked it out? Well, listen, follow the process and do your thing. Now, when we're talking about following the process, I want to say this because it's happening in the Lion's Den. I told y'all we're building something. We don't just come in here and take up space and bump our gums and release hot air into the atmosphere. This is about bringing change. I want to speak. I'm not going to give her whole testimony. Come on, Stacy. I love you, sis. Thank you. I want to say this. I just want y'all to charge the atmosphere with Kai Chick's name. Kai Chick, charge the atmosphere with her name. She does when she's working and she's not here. She's not here with us in person during real time, but she goes back and watches the stream afterwards. She does not miss. This child is devoted. She's got I'm not going to say a fight. She's got a challenge that she's working with the first time, the first person to ever do it. And listen, enemy, y'all know where y'all go with this, what the enemy meant for evil, God's getting ready to turn that thing for good. So listen, she's already had some things uncharted happen. And this is why I tell you, when we talk about coming in the lion's den and being the change, don't just talk change, but being the change. She's changing something in her area. And I promise, and as I talk to her, and y'all going to hear this testimony in not long, because I believe God's going to do this in a quick way. He's doing a quick work. But when God uses and completes the work that he's doing through her to change her whole environment, and for those that are coming after her, and that's even what I'm constantly saying to her, this isn't just for you, but this is for the people that are to come behind you, for the people that wanted to do this all along, but they were scared. Kai Chick, listen, when we talk about boss energy, she's my poster girl for boss energy. Please believe it. So I'm looking and I'm listening. Dr. Dady going to the White House, putting that energy in the air. Kai Chick, and I'm not going to tell all her testimony because I want her to tell it because it's powerful. I'm going to bring her into the stream to let her share this testimony. And she wants to try to, give a thanks and appreciation to me. But I told her, listen, at the end of the day, you did that. She's doing that. She's walking this thing out, and she has taken boss energy and taken it to a whole nother level. Everything that she's learned in the Institute, she's applying it. Everything that she's been taught in the stream, she's applying. Sister ain't playing with this thing, and she's manifesting change. This is what I'm saying. Come on, speak her name, Kai Chick. This is the thing that I'm trying to get you to understand. If you take and you begin to apply the principles and begin to understand, show them who you are. For one thing, I think some of the folk are shocked because they never thought. They never thought. Sometimes the quiet ones, the ones that are unassuming over there in the corner, baby, those are ones that pack the punch. You better ask somebody. Sister is coming packing the punch, and she's changing the whole trajectory where she is. This is what we do in the Lion's Den. This pride, Pride, this Pride Alliance is relentless, and you're going to hear us roar. This Pride Alliance is going to see Dr. Dady Priest decorating in the White House. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? This Pride Alliance. T. Summers, now I mentioned this on yesterday. Correct me if I am wrong. You are the proprietor of a travel agency. Is that? Come on, put Kai Chick. Come on, everybody type Kai Chick. K-A-I-C-H-I-C-K. Type Kai Chick in the comments. Energize the atmosphere with that energy. Because, baby, I believe God, and she's coming out on top. It's already done. Now, tell me, T. Summers, are you not in the travel business? And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think I saw that somewhere as I was scrolling and going. Come on. I see Kai Chick. I see Kai Chick. I see. Yes. You have a travel service and will start streaming this Friday. Come on here. Maybe that's why you were in my spirit. Kept seeing you in my spirit, T. Summers. So I didn't know that. I did not know that. But listen, she has a travel service and she's going to start streaming this Friday. Put your time and your information in there. Still a new business. You're 3 years young, but you ain't seen nothing yet, T. You ain't seen nothing yet. Put your time in your, I did not know that. So this, I'm not trying to play, how they do on television, like, over here I sense and over here. I'm not trying to play that, but listen, I felt you in my spirit. I'm not joking. Had no clue. But please follow her starting this Friday, and I want you all to be a blessing. And listen, T, we got some stuff that we want to do. If you need to have a travel service, come on, give my sister a chance. Give my sister a chance. Give her some business and let's support her. Can we do that? It takes nothing away from us. I see y'all still typing Kai Chick. Thank you so much. Because listen, she's doing something. She's up against a system. Oh, but she's already victim. Hey, She's already, I felt something right there. She's already victorious. So I appreciate you all for charging the atmosphere with her name. You stand and watch, step back and watch God work. You're going to see and hear a testimony from my sister in not many days hence. I believe that. And listen, if they keep on clowning, let me tell you what's going to happen. Let them keep on clowning. And this is what's going, this is what's going to happen. Let them keep on clowning. And that's what's about to happen too. So listen, we got my sister. We're upholding her and it's all good. Friday night flights, 7 p.m. You'll be talking about airports and security and how to skip the line services. Come on here, T. Come on here. 7 o'clock this Friday night. Lions Den, let's show up, y'all. Lions Den for everybody that can. T. Summers, if you're not following her, click her name right now. Click her name right now. Go out there and click that follow button. Click that notification bell and come on. We're going to follow T. Summers on her maiden voyage this Friday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Did you put the time zone in there? Let me come back up and see if I can see that. What was the time zone? I was reading 7 p.m. Time zone T. Give me your time zone. 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you. Eastern time, 7 p.m. So listen, we support one another and that's how we're going to see this change happen. Please believe it. And it's happening. It's happening. Now, at some point, I want to really kind of highlight all the different businesses that are going on. But right now, listen, Dr. Dady, this is her season. It's the holiday season. Let's book her so heavy that she has to start turning down appointments. And then T. Summers, we're going to follow up with you with the travel agency on this Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So much love to you. Now, I wanted to get that out. And listen, I didn't have it necessarily planned, but we went that way and we're there. And what's the point in building everybody else if we're not going to build those in the Lion's Den? I got to build the people in the Lion's Den because you all come here on a daily. And listen, I'm on whatever you got to offer. I'm going to put you out there just like I put anybody else out there because you deserve that. You deserve that. So much love coming to you. Now, to all of my LGBTQ plus community that comes and supports me on a regular, let's go ahead and get a little bit of what had happened was, whilst we slumbered, slept, and slobbered, what had happened was, and this is where we're going to go this morning. I'm going to start right here because changes are happening and we're happy that changes are happening. To all of my LGBTQ plus community, I want to, again, thank you for your unwavering support. I appreciate you. I mean, y'all hang in there with me. Y'all just love me and y'all just flow with me in front. I mean, y'all ride and die. I appreciate you. Listen, the Senate passed a bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriage. Now, did you hear what I said? Not only same-sex, but also interracial marriage. So as we look and as we watch, so much, and I'm going to come here. Come on with that coffee cup. Get your coffee cups out. Thank you. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. Get your coffee cups out. I see you, Simply Amazing. Good morning to you. Quiet, but you're here. Good to have you. Yes, Stacy, come through. And note that it's not only LGBTQ and same sex, but also, again, the idea of interracial marriages. And, when I go back, and I'm going to say it again for you all to go out. I see your coffee cup, K2 Hoop. Good morning to you, sis. So much love to you. I see your coffee cup, Cassandra Woke. I see your coffee cup, Den Darn. I see you. Now, this is what I want us to understand. I see your tall pumps. This is what I want us to understand. I see you, Dr. Dady Priest. I see those coffee cups. This is what I want y'all to understand. I see you, Kim Possible. I see those coffee cups. You don't have to agree with the thing for you to agree that people have a right. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I see you. I see you. New York cheesecake in the room. Come on in here. I see you, DJ. You know, I see. Did I miss you? Good morning to you. I think I missed you earlier. Stacy 546. I see your coffee cup. Listen, you don't have to agree with the thing to understand that people have rights. I'm going to say that again. You don't have to agree with the thing to agree. Crystal Methods in the room. Good morning to you. So good to have you. To all of my streamers, please put your times in the chat. Please put your times in the next time that you'll be streaming in the chat so that we can follow you. I appreciate all these awesome streamers that are here. So much mad love, so much mad love, so much mad love. Now, I'm going to say it again. And even for those of you that want to say, but I'm a good Christian and I don't believe in that. That's fine and that's good, but you cannot impose and take away other people's rights. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And I said what I said, and I'll add to it before I take it back. I ain't scared of no ghosts. Y'all can come in here and get mad at me if you want to. Human rights are right. Come on, tall pumps. Y'all can get mad at me if you want to. But at the end of the day, in the name of Christianity or any other religion, it's not your right to take away someone else's rights. And I said what I said. But God don't listen. There's a whole lot of stuff God don't like, but y'all doing it. So this is where I look and I'm trying to get you. Come on, Queen Shanna. It's not your right to take away other people's rights. That's what I want you to understand. Thank you, Rebel. She said, I'm with you when you're right. I need y'all to understand. Stop imposing on other people's rights. They have the right to do as they want to do. If you don't like it, if you don't want it, you don't do it. But don't take away someone else's rights. So this is what, even in this good Christian country, and let's say, come on, I want you to be clear on this. I'll say it again, Stacy, don't take away somebody else's rights. So at the end of the day, right is right, Kim Possible. Come on here, Den Darn. I'm 100% in the house because I'm telling what God loves, K2 Hoop, and it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. This idea that because I have a concept and I have an idea of how this should go. First and foremost, the United States of America is not a Christian country. I'm going to say it again, because separation of church and state. Did I miss something? I'm going to say it one more time. The United States of America is not a Christian country because it's separation of church and state. That's the reason these jokers claim they left England to begin with. Y'all, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Thank you, Shelley. Make it make sense. You said that's why you left where you came from. I got you, Michelle. You said this is where why you left where you came from to take somebody else's land away from them. I said what I said. You took somebody else's land away from them like they wasn't even living here, like they weren't human, like they were non-existent. Took their knowledge, took their know-how, took their instruction, then took their land and called it yours. This land is your land, this land. Called it yours and then killed the peoples and put the rest of them on reservations and then set up and perched. And now you want to act like this country is Christian. No, it's not. And even with that, your deeds tell me you're not. Can we go there? Your deeds, your evil works, quit your wicked ways. Your works tell me you ain't Christian. So at the end of the day, here we go, y'all. Here we go. It's a raid. Come on in here. It's a raid. DJ Lady Rasta, KB Brown, Star Simmer Rose, Miss Fee 07, Miss Frosty 60803, Shelly Thunder, T Cooper 2685, Miss P Smitty, come on in here. One reason in the gospel takeover, he is the Archbishop of Twitch, and if you're not following him, quit your wicked ways. Miss Robin, Soul Food Diva, Lady T, and Stay Lifted 2021. There's the lifter of my head. Designers Original. Hootie Hoo, come on in here. Good morning to you. To your right. To your left. Now walk it on back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So much love to you. One reason, and the gospel takeover, and everybody that came on that raid. Good morning to you, and welcome to the Lion's Den. I am your spiritual thought leader, Regina L. Stillman, and it's so good to have you with us on this fine day. So much love coming to you. Again, one reason, that's my brother, that's my friend. He is just a whole blessing and a whole vibe all by himself. Love me some him. If you're not following one reason, I'm going to say it once more and again. Quit your wicked ways. Quit your wicked ways, because he's going to bless your whole life. Stay lifted. There's the liftress. There's the liftress, because she's the lifter of my head. Hey, come on in here. It's good to have every last one of you with us on this morning. Thank you, one reason. I can never thank you enough, my brother. You know I love me some you. Now, let's get back to this here conversation. While, again, we're addressing the fact that the Senate passed a bill for same-sex marriage and for interracial marriage. So here we are, and this is what I was saying, so I'll do just a little bit of a run back here, just a little bit. It's not your place as Christians to tell people what they can and cannot do with their lives. I said what I said. So again, people have rights. People have rights. That's where I was. And the idea, again, separation of church and state, and so many of the things that we're trying to legislate in morality, listen, at the end of the day, I need y'all to get out of people's ovaries. I need y'all to get out of women's uteruses. I need y'all to get out. Come on now. That ain't got, if you don't want it, you don't do it, but don't tell somebody else they don't have a right. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And I said what I said, because at the end of the day, y'all ain't buying what I'm selling. At the end of the day, while we want to act like this is a Christian country, which it is not, separation of church and state, while we want to act like this is a Christian country, as I told y'all on yesterday, we lack moral consciousness. And we want to come and legislate all of this stuff, and you want to come in and come on, stop, DJ, just stop it. You want to come in and do all of this, and half the stuff you ain't doing yourself. How about that? Half the stuff you done legislated across the books, half the stuff that y'all done said in church, you ain't doing it yourself. Sit up, listen, have all the seats. Can you just sit down somewhere? So at the end of the day, again, I'm going to celebrate with my LGBTQ plus community, and I always want to let that be known that I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. I love you. I love you. I love you. This is a tremendous milestone. I appreciate that this was able to be done. And if y'all don't like it, just be quiet. Just don't say anything right now. I'll talk on something later on that you can get with, but you can't get with this right now. It's okay. It's okay. But to my LGBTQ family that's here, I appreciate you for supporting, and I hope that this is a blessing. Now, again, I also want to address, it wasn't just that. It would, come on, Anna Zelia, I see you. So much love and good morning to you. KB Browns, there's my brother. Come on in the room. Now, it's also with interracial marriage. Now, recognize, I'm going to tell you all, and this is what I was getting ready to say, I think when the raid came in, and again, thank you for all the raiders that rode that train over. This is what I want you all to understand. Go back and look at, God forbid, the story of Jerry Falwell Jr. If you've actually gone out and watched that documentary, put a 1 in the chat. If you've seen, God forbid, the story, the fall of Jerry Falwell Jr. If you've seen that, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see how many of you have actually seen that documentary. Because when I tell you, I see you. Come on, Den Darn, you've seen it. Come on, main man in the room. So much love to you, my brother. Thank you for that resub. We're building something. Now, I see Den Darn. Is Den Darn the only person that's seen it? I know BTD Mom has seen it. I know Main Man has seen it. I think Rebel has seen it. Now, I'm going to tell you, because while we want to do all of this and we're built on Christian morals and Christian principles, come on, James Sims, you've seen it. Listen, Mufasa, that's truck driver. Wasn't that a mess? Wasn't that just a whole mess? Now, listen, while we want to talk about being built on Christian principles and all of that, the same folks that are supposedly coming up with these principles and ideas are doing the most dastardly. Did you hear what I said? Dastardly and damnable things. And y'all running around here, and we get into situations and scenarios where they want to run the narrative. They want to be the one that is in control. And y'all just fall into this stuff and eat this stuff up hook, line, and sinker. And these folks are playing games on you. I'm here today. Listen, they playing games with you. Pink Assassin is in the room. Come on in here, and thank you for those roaring biddies. I'm trying to get y'all that are still with your head in the sand. I want you to go out there and watch God Forbid. It is the story of Jerry Falwell, which also leaks back into some of the things that happened with Daddy Falwell and stuff that happened all the way back years and years ago. I'm telling you, it's just dastardly. It's just dastardly. And at the end of the day, and I believe in Jesus for anybody that's starting to wonder, everybody that's starting to get worried, oh, where did I come? And listen, all of that. But listen, I'm going to cry loud. I'm going to spare not, and I'm going to lift up my voice like a trumpet, because there's a whole lot of mess going on. And I am a liberation theologist, a theologian, and I also am a womanist theologian. So listen, I ain't buying all this stuff that y'all selling in many of these churches. I'm not buying what you selling. I'm just not, because at the end of the day, it's some dastardly mess, and you're not taking me into bondage and control. Good morning, Barbara Hardy. I see you, my sister. So much mad love coming to you. That's my Visa Day friend. So go out there and watch that video, because it will allow you to have some clarity about where some of this theology has come from. And listen, can I just come here? There was a day and time, to all of my people of color and black folk in here, there was a day and time when we were not believed to be human. Now, y'all know that. But there's a day and time, because we were not believed to be human, we were not allowed to be in the clergy. So understand, and that goes all the way back. Dr. Dady talked about this in black codes and everything else. This goes back to licensing of preachers and who can preach and who can't preach. But I'm not even going to mess with that. But just understand, there was a time when black folk could not preach to other black folk. So the theology of the white evangelical Christian was one to keep black folk subdued and under control. Now, this, I need y'all to pay attention. This, I really need you to pay attention. I'm going to say it once more and again. The white evangelical that was released to preach and teach on the plantations were definitely of the mind they were going to teach the scriptures from the same perspectives that would allow them to be dominant and prominent in white supremacy, but to keep black folk under subjection. Please believe it. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm telling what God loves, and it's the truth. This is the thing that just takes me out. No, and women were not allowed to preach. Pink Assassins, women in some denominational faiths still are not allowed to preach under that same bondage teaching that they had back then. So, and they believe it hook, line, and sinker, because that's what they've been taught. But why were you taught that? To control and subdue you. And it's absolutely amazing to me how many people still teach and preach that same crazy stuff. Okay, now I'm not here to get on preaching and teaching. I just want y'all to get some clarity. But this is where I'm coming with this. When you talk about why They're talking about interracial marriage is also in this bill. Understand that with that mindset and with that teaching, they taught the concept that it was not God's will that people be interracially married. So when you start saying, who in the world? Let's go back to Mr. Jerry Falwell. Let's go back to Liberty University. Let's go back to the reality that not until he found a way to use it to his advantage for his 501c3 did he start having inclusion, and that's because he had to. It wasn't because he wanted to. So at the end of the day, he made one of those private colleges that when the Little Rock Nine integrated and desegregated Central High School, he's one of those institutions that went private because then they could go right back to segregation. Oh, yes, liberty, DJ, you know, liberty and justice for all was just as racist as it wanted to be. Y'all need to know, this is where I say you got to understand the full impact of what's going on before you jump up and start making all these statements and preaching all these sermons and you don't know from whence this mess is coming. So you had him who was also for segregation, and that's why he went private until the 501c3 folks forced him out of that so he could get that money. And at the end of the day, when you look at his position against interracial marriage, because he was not going to have the mongrel races coming. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. These are the preachers that y'all was running to and taking all this information from and trying to assimilate and trying to look like, act like, talk like, walk like them. Baby, these folk are racist. So this man, when you see him and you see and realize even some of this information, and God forbid, starts leaking out for those that were unaware. It was bold, broad, and living color. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hurt some of y'all's feelings because Billy Graham wasn't for everybody coming together until it became profitable as well, where 501c3 stands. So I'm gonna just let that lie where it is, and you take it for what it is. But at the end of the day, I want us to have an understanding. Many of these white evangelical churches started shifting and changing their positions only because of legislation that was being passed, but it didn't change anything in the heart. Please believe it. So this is where I want us to understand, when we get up and start regurgitating, we had to get something in 2023 to deal with interracial marriage. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Because when you look at what's on the books, there's still, until this legislation passed, there was still the ability to take it backwards, the same way they snatched same-sex marriage off the table and took it decades backward. They still had the ability, if they chose to do the same thing with interracial marriages. So this is what was accomplished on last night, on yesterday. I'm gonna give it up once more and again. Kudos, kudos, kudos. I want y'all to be clear. Do not be ignorant. Do not be ignorant. And it's not a matter of like, well, we've moved on and no, we have not. That's why they had to pass the legislation. No, we have not. They finally did the right thing for the wrong motives and the reasons. Ain't nothing but the devil. Listen, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. But whatever way it got done, could it be? Could it be? The devil. Baby, that ain't nothing but that old slimy devil. So please, please, please understand how all of this ties together and how all of this comes together for where we are standing right here today. We keep saying it here in the Lion's Den. It's happening. It's happening. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to applaud my sister Kai Chick, because she's in a mission and she's in a field right now where it's happening. We are the ones that make these changes come to pass. And I'm so excited when y'all really take boss energy seriously and start putting it to the test and start putting it out here to make and be the change. I love it. I just absolutely love it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong. I'm on the wrong channel, y'all. Let me get on the right channel, because I want to applaud that. Now, this, I've been thinking, and I've been talking, boss energy, stay lifted. Boss energy. That's what I'm talking about. I've been thinking, and I was like, okay, so how, as we're moving forward, because how many of you realize it's time to move forward? I'm talking about the same thing over and over again. No, ma'am, no, sir. That's why I'm so excited for Dr. Dady Priest and what she's doing. And for everybody that just came in here that maybe didn't hear, Dr. Dady Priest has a company, a service that she's providing. We've already decreed and declared she's going to be decorating Christmas trees in the White House. Yes, we're supporting her. We support one another. Come on, we doing the thing. We doing the thing. We are doing. I want y'all, if you got a connection for her, I want y'all to send her so much business she can't take it all. I want y'all to send her so much business she can't take it all. So this is where we're making a connection. Put that out there. But honey, one day we're going to read about her, see the photographs of what she did in the White House. God's going to take her there. Now, we talked about T. Summers. She's going to start streaming this Friday. I didn't know this, but I felt it in my shondo. This Friday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, she's going to take her maiden voyage out here on Twitch with her stream. Listen, put the information back down in there for me, T. We're following her because, listen, she's got a travel service that she's providing, and we are speaking that it's going to blow up. We're looking at, and I was talking with someone. Come on, K2 Hoop. That's what I'm talking about. Now, do your necessary vetting, whatever, however you want to go. You ain't got to worry about Dr. Dady Priest. T, come on in here. We're going to talk and give the best service that we can. I'm not telling you just, take my word. But at the end of the day, you can take my word on some things. Other things, I'm going to tell you, you better get out and do some vetting. Dr. Dady Priest is my girl. Now, I started thinking, and I was talking to someone, and I said, it seems like, can I put it like this? Some of us keep seeing ourselves for who we are, and then we have a lapse of vision of seeing who we are. We'll see who we are for a second, and then we'll have fear. We'll have intimidation. We'll have lack of self-confidence. We'll go through all kinds of different things that start to shake us down, that start to whittle us away. It just whittle. You just keep on thinking until you just whittle yourself out of your own greatness. And I began to think, and I began to say, now, come on, Friday night flights. Thank you, T. Summers. Friday night flights, 7 p.m. Eastern time, airport security and how to skip the service line is what she's talking about on this Friday night. Thank you, T. Thank you so much for that. Self-sabotage is what I'm talking about, Dr. Dady Priest. So we sabotage ourselves. And I'm going to go ahead and come on into my regular screen because I'm going to go ahead and shift gears. Because I'm not what slumbered, slobbered, and slept. What had happened was we done with that. I want to talk to you because it's time for us to make these transitions. We will self-sabotage. And I was listening to a poem on yesterday, and it really blessed my spirit. I've heard it before, but yesterday it struck me differently. And so I looked and I said, you ain't gonna be lazy no more reason. You ain't gonna have time to be lazy. Cause listen, when I tell you the Bishop of Twitch is getting ready to blow up, it's just awesome what God is getting ready to do for and through you, sir. When I look and listen to the words on yesterday, different things strike me at different times. What struck me on yesterday was the reality. I'm not reliant on my source. I'm reliant on the ultimate source, which is unlimited. And so when I see myself tapped in to that source, When I see myself tapped in, come on here, K2 Hoop. Y'all funny. When I see myself tapped into that source and understand that because I'm tapped into that source, I also am unlimited. So I have unlimited creativity. If you're a songwriter, you have unlimited creativity. If you write poetry and books, you have unlimited creativity. If you are talking about design, going out and Dr. Dady, you have unlimited potential and creativity. And Dr. Dady actually said this the time that I first got to meet Dr. Dady, and I asked her to come on the stream and be a guest. Dr. Dady and I, that was our first time meeting. That was our first time talking when we met each other, as she agreed to come into my stream and be interviewed. And she said something then that still relates to this same concept. And I want you all to get this so deeply embedded in your shando that you can really begin to empower yourself to get up and be about and do about what your purpose and your design on this earth is about. She shared a story, I believe it was, of someone that had, we'll say, poached or stole her idea and utilized it. And wouldn't take it when she submitted it. But then after situations had changed, they utilized that same thing, took credit, and da-da-da-da-da. Dr. Dady said something that impacted me so heavily. She said, but, you know, I looked at that and I said, you know, I'm a creator. I'll create again. I'll create more. You know, that's not the only thing I've created, because I'm a creator. I want you all to have that kind of understanding that when we talk about you being created in God's image, I tell people all the time, if he had two eyes, how big are they? If he had a nose, that's not the image. The image is that we are creators and that we speak and it comes into existence. Y'all ain't ready for me, but there's so much energy and power in your words. That's why I said even the other day, don't even negatively joke about yourself, because those words have power. It's not a joke. Those words still have power. That's personally what I believe. You don't have to go down that route. Just keep on talking about yourself. Keep cracking on yourself. Whatever, that's up to you. I say in this space right here, I'm not about to do that with myself, because those words have power, because I'm a creator. I absolutely positively created in God's image. I am a creator and my words have power. So when I come and I look at this whole idea of understanding I'm not limited. Now, that being said, some of y'all need to copyright. Because, you know, some of y'all need to copyright, some of y'all need to trademark. Because at the end of the day, I totally understood the energy that Dr. Dady was giving, in that I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that block me, because I am a creator. But at the same time, I also want y'all to go out here, and I need y'all to start copyrighting and trademarking your stuff for the folks that want to come out here and steal your stuff. But nonetheless, okay, let's keep moving. This idea that you have unlimited potential and unlimited creativity, unlimited. And if it's not flowing right now, it's because you're not using it. It's like muscle. It will atrophy. If you're not using it and you're just letting it sit and fade away, it will atrophy. But the more that you use it and the more that you exercise it, the more prolific you will become in that creative energy. So I want you to understand you have the power. One reason you have the power, everybody that's under the sound of my voice, you have the power to create and move into places and spaces. And age is not an issue, y'all. Age is not an issue. So don't get in that trick bag. I'm this old, I've retired. Baby, that's when you're free from the system. For those of you that might be, sometimes that's the best place to really get in and do what it is that you want and are called to do. Because, baby, it gives you the opportunity to do it without being hindered. Am I talking to anybody? So it's almost like you begin to embrace everything that you've come through. I looked at a video, and I want to share a couple of clips with you. I began to realize we need to start speaking into ourselves and speaking into one another the realities of who we are. We need to come into a place of knowing who we are. And we need to know it not just sometimes, but we need to walk in that energy at all times. And I know that's not something that we're taught. So many times we're taught, come on, Shelly Thunder. I told you, listen, she's loose. Come on. I need you to understand, you need to come into the fullness of who you are. Speak life over yourself. When we come into the lion's den, we're speaking life over one another. When you go wherever you are, speak life. If everybody else is about death, speak life. Speak life. Be that light that's always about life and not death. How can we begin to manifest and come together to be who we're created to be? There's going to need to be that continuous be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I want you to renew your mind. Not y'all get all caught up and listen, I'm not trying to do this from the churchy way. So let me be who I am and come from where I am. I need you to be transformed by the renewing of your mind as to who you are. Y'all out here chasing to know who God is. Okay, now y'all done spent the last 30 years trying to figure out who God is, and some of y'all still don't know him. Can you please start to find out who you are and be transformed by the renewing of your mind and know yourself? Begin to know, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my calling? And then be about it. Can you please? After you do that, be about it. Now, I'm going to say this real quickly and I'm gonna move on. So it brings me back to what we talked about on yesterday. We talked on yesterday as we were closing out about thug life. And we began to talk and understand that a lot of us are still living under thug life. And thug stood for this. Jason Wilson, powerful streams that he puts out. Jason Wilson put out his acronym of thug life. He talks about how he lived in the past and how and where he is in the present. He said, when I realized it and I look back in hindsight, in retrospect, I realized that thug, T-H-U-G, he said, I made an acronym, traumatized humans unable to grieve. Thug life, traumatized humans unable to grieve, G-R-I-E-V-E. Traumatized humans unable to grieve. As he talked about that, and as he was reflecting back about gang life and thug life and gang activity and all of that, I said, you know what? But it's not just gang members that are living thug life. I almost have to say the whole black culture is living thug life because we have been traumatized human beings unable to grieve, because before I can finish grieving this trauma, another trauma hits. And before I can finish grieving that trauma, another trauma hits. And before I can finish grieving that trauma, another. And matter of fact, we don't, listen, get up from there and keep working. Get up from there and keep doing whatever it is we need you to do in the system. Get up from there and act like nothing happened. Get up from, and we have operated so proficiently in that thug life. We have operated so efficiently, I'm gonna say, in that, but it's not efficient because it's tearing us down. It's killing us. And it has created traumatized humans unable to grieve, has created this whole other thug energy and thug mentality. So we've got to come to a point where we begin to realize, even in the church, I go in the church and I see a whole bunch of thug life in the church. Y'all ain't buying what I'm saying. Y'all can get up and shout. Y'all can get up and dance. Y'all can get up and speak in tongues. Y'all can get up and holler and scream and preach from the scriptures to one another. And when y'all leave that building, y'all still living thug life because you're still those same traumatized humans unable to grieve. And I might be less able to grieve now because you told me God doesn't want me to grieve. I'm not supposed to. Listen, you should be rejoicing. I shouldn't be sad that all of these things that we say, that we take away all of your ability to grieve. All of your ability to grieve is snatched away from you. Now, am I talking to anybody? Oh, and you baby, if you not smiling, if you not jumping up and down, if you listen, I'm in grief right now. The church is in mourning and doesn't even know it. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? The church is in mourning and doesn't even know it because y'all keep jumping, shouting, and spitting and carrying on, and you still are living a thug life. Traumatized humans unable to grieve. Did I say something? So this is where I want us to understand, if we're going to continue thug life, it's not going to be possible for us to come into the fullness of who we were created to be. You got to let thug life go, which means that some of us are going to actually have to stop. Go back and grieve what we haven't grieved up to this point. And I know y'all want to do that mystical. God took all the grief straight out, baby. I tell people now, when I conduct funerals, either you're going to grieve now or you're going to grieve later, but you're going to grieve. And that's true about any area of grief. Grief is not just the death of a loved one. There's so many places of loss and death that we've walked through and journeyed through. Grief is grief. And if you don't deal with that grief, you're going to find yourself operating in thug life. Please believe it. So this is where I want us to come to a place of saying, okay, we're ready to turn the channel. We're tired of being on this channel of thug life. So now we come over to a place where we begin to understand. We start to kind of see who I am and what I'm about and why am I here. We start to see some of that manifest, because once I got all this thug life cloud, smoke. You go with a bunch of thugs, and I'm saying this in an allegory, and child, you roll down the window, smoke just, they riding 4 deep. You roll down the window, all you just smoke, you can't see in the car, you can't see out of the car, just smoke. Some of you all are riding 4 deep and all you can see is smoke. You got to get some stuff cleared up so you can see a thing. Can I talk to anybody? So now that you begin to see a thing, some of y'all dealing with, well, what is my purpose? I want to come here just for a second because there's some things. And it's like, okay, let's start speaking into the people what they need to hear. Obviously, this one right here spoke volumes to me because I like this brother. I like this brother. I liked everything about him. And he starts talking about purpose. I want you to just listen to, yes, my guy, who will always and forever be the Black Panther. Come on, let's listen to what he has to say about purpose, and who could have exemplified any better of what a purposeful life is about.
But the funny thing about purpose is that it unfolds more and more to you every day. So you could be living in what was revealed to you at a particular time, and then you might get stagnated because there's more that you're supposed to do. It doesn't just stop as you do one thing. So I think it's just being open to what you're supposed to do at this moment, not getting stuck in the past, because purpose is not related to career. Purpose is not related to a job. It's related to what God put inside you that you're supposed to give to the world. And you can do that in various different positions and forms. So I think it's staying open to what that essence is at all times. I feel like I'm...
Come on. Did you hear what my brother said? And I want you to get that in your shondo. This is what we're talking about, purpose and what it is I'm here. And so many times I'm looking and I'm identifying. If we look back over our lives and if we're really, really truthful with ourselves, how many of us actually feel that we are in actuality fulfilling our purpose? I want you to get in this space and place where really I'm not just out here taking up air and breathing. I want to be about my purpose, and that's what I'm into. Now, I want to show you this other clip. I got a few clips I'm going to show you here because I feel like these individuals said some powerful stuff I want you to hear, and I want you to listen to what this brother is saying and try to absorb the fullness of what he's saying.
And this is what I do with all my coaching clients. I go, if I had a gun to your head and I said, pick the one thing that you want to do in life that would just make you absolutely happy, would give you a sense of fulfillment and peace of mind, never mind that it's not going to make you money. The thing that you would do if money was not an issue, what is it? And most people can quickly come up with an idea, or at least a place to start. There is where you start developing your purpose. So understand this, that the rule of the game of life, first of the 6 rules is choose purpose over pleasure. Ask yourself this, and this is what I do with all my coaching clients. I go, if I had a gun to your head and I said, pick the one thing that you want to do in life that would just make you absolutely happy, would give you a sense of fulfillment and peace of mind, never mind that it's not going to make you money. The thing that you would do if money was not an issue, what is it? And most people can quickly come up with an idea, or at least a place to start. There is where you start developing your purpose. So understand this, that the rule of the game of life, the first of the 6 rules is choose purpose over pleasure.
Right there. Let's deal with that right there. The first rule, choose purpose over pleasure. Choose purpose over pleasure. Once more and again, choose purpose over pleasure. So come on, T, come on. I see you, Cassandra. Purpose keeps us evolving in life, abundant life. Come on. Choose purpose over pleasure. Stop and identify. And this is what I'm going to say even to my sis who is making a change. You hear me? I'm gonna keep putting Kai Chick's name in the air because I want that energy. I want that energy just all around her, just exuding all over and from her. So I want you to recognize what even may be the case. It may not be comfortable for you because she, again, is not just changing the trajectory for her. She's also changing the trajectory for those that are going to come after her. This is when you start talking about choosing purpose over pleasure. It may not feel good to me, but this is not only good for me, but it's also good for those that will follow after. So when I talk about pleasure, I'm not just on the out having fun, key pleasure. I'm also saying choosing purpose over pleasure at times I may be the one that goes through an uncomfortable place and area so that the people that come behind me don't have to come through that same level of discomfort, or maybe we can take that discomfort or that wrong or that ill away altogether. If I can get through it, this by me going through and choosing purpose over pleasure of, I don't want to deal with that. I don't feel like that. Listen, because some of us are going to actually be those tall pumps. Some of us are going to be those that are going to actually go through the discomfort to make a comfort for those that come behind. Purpose will give you abundant pleasure. Come on with that, tall pumps, because this is what I'm saying. When, even though I may be the one that may have to go through the discomfort of the transition and the change, even though I may be the one that's birthing it in, and we talk about spiritual doulas, I may be the one that's birthing it in. I might be the one that's helping someone to birth it in. That space right there is bloody. That space right there where the baby's coming out, it might be full of mess. It might be full of urine. It might be full of all kinds of things, afterbirth. It's full of all kinds of messy, nasty things that we don't want to partake. But the baby has to get here, and to get here, the baby has to go through all of that. Am I talking to anybody? But even though it might be messy right here, even though it might be smelly right here, even though it might be nasty right here, the pleasure of this baby that I'm getting ready and have produced, that I'm getting ready to hold in my arms, that I'm getting ready to suckle, that I'm getting ready to spend my life engaged in raising and seeing it grow up to full maturity and watch it be productive and go. That right there, even though I had to go through the pain right here, the joy of the baby is my pleasure. And this is what I want you to understand. Fifi Term, come on in here. So much love. This is what I want you to understand right here. It will, for some of us, and probably all of us, can I say that there is going to be a choice that you're going to have to make. Are you going to choose pleasure, or are you going to choose purpose? And I'm encouraging you, as you are coming into the fullness of who you are, choose purpose over pleasure every time. Not just sometime. Am I talking to anybody? Choose purpose over pleasure every time. Am I talking to anybody? Am I talking? Come on, Dr. Dady, you said it right there. Process over outcomes. Come on here. Process over outcome. I want you to get down in your mind a determination that I'm going to take purpose over pleasure every time. Now, I saw, and I didn't put this one in today, but there was one that spoke of Oprah Winfrey when she got fired at 23. And somebody said, well, the company figured out that was a bad decision. And the lady said, no, it wasn't a bad decision. She was 23 years old. She wasn't Oprah. But when she got fired at 23, it put her feet on the trajectory to become Oprah. Now, some of y'all, listen, there's my dearest friend Fairly All Day. Even the messy afterbirth, come on here, has purpose after birthing. That placenta has, you better listen, don't mess with me. It has purpose. This is what I want us to understand. Choose. Don't play this game of start, stop. Now today, gone tomorrow. No. I need you to persevere. You got a baby to raise. You got a baby to bring to fullness, to maturity, to fruition. You got a baby. Don't let somebody else birth your baby. Don't let somebody else raise your baby. I'm sorry, that you birthed. I'm going to say it again. Don't let somebody else raise your baby that you birthed. Am I talking to anybody? There's still healing and life in properties in that afterbirth. Y'all better talk in here. There's still life and healing properties in that afterbirth. This is where I want us to begin to understand. I am committed. I am intentional. I am serious about this baby that God has given me called purpose. I'm not going to abandon this child. I definitely am not going to abort it, but I'm not going to put it up for adoption either. I'm going to raise this baby to fruit. I'm going to see it in the fullness of its matured state so that it can produce, so that it can be fruitful and multiply, so that it can create after its kind. Am I talking to anybody? Only one, Miss Cox. Come on in here, sis. So much love to you. Good to see you, my friend. I want to say this about Only One Miss Cox, and then I'm going to come right back. Good morning, Keisha Key. There's my sunshine. Come on in here. IG, if you ever want to uplift, go out to Only One Mrs. Cox. She has some of the most uplifting IG posts that will really, really encourage your heart. She's got some fun ones out there, some lighthearted ones, but she also has just some very, very inspirational things that she puts out there. If you want to follow somebody and you just need an uplift, look up Miss Cox, follow her on IG. She'll bless your whole life. Now, this is what I want to say. I want us to get down in our minds. I'm going to know who I am, and I'm going to stop going in and out of reality. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to know who I am, and I'm going to stop it. Stop the self-sabotage. Stop it. Giving everybody else your time. Stop it. So good to have you, Hootie Hoo. I'm so glad you were here. So much mad love to you. Have a blessed day on purpose, as Shelly Thunder would say. Stop the in and out and the self-sabotaging behavior. You and I are going somewhere. I need you to get there. I got you, Fairly. Thank you for the alert. I need you to get to your destination. I need you to raise that baby. I need you to be so committed. I need you to have a commitment. This is one thing that we taught. Come on, Kim Possible. This is one thing that we taught in the Institute. When you commit to the vision will commit to you. I'm going to say it once more and again. When you commit to the vision will commit to you. One more time for the people in the back. When you commit to the vision will commit to you. As long as you're going to treat this like a side piece relationship, please hear me. As long as you're going to treat your vision, as long as you're going to treat your purpose, as long as you're going to treat your baby like a side piece commitment, if you're not committed to it, it cannot commit to you. Am I talking to anybody? Once more. We're not. I'm talking about your vision. I'm talking about your purpose. I'm talking about your baby. If you are going to cheat and treat your baby, cheat on your love, cheat, CHEAT. If you're going to cheat on your passion and your love and your purpose. If you gonna cheat on it, baby, no ma'am, no sir. It's not gonna commit to you till you quit cheating. Your cheating heart, your cheating eyes, your cheating ways. I need a commitment to your purpose. Am I talking to anybody? The one and only Keisha Key. I need a commitment to your purpose. Purpose needs a commitment from you. You want the purpose to commit to you, but you still out here self-sabotaging and not fully committed and intentional about the execution of raising your baby. No, we're not having babysitters up in here unless you absolutely positively have another assignment and you need, okay. But listen, by and large, you raising this baby, Stir Simmer Rose. Listen, I want that commitment. Your purpose is screaming and hollering for commitment. Let's do this. And I'm going to say once more and again, it's not because of lack of resource. You have unlimited potential because you're tapped into an unlimited creator. I'm going to say that again. You have unlimited potential because you're tapped into an unlimited creator. And once more, you have unlimited potential because you're tapped into an unlimited creator. And that in turn relates to you now that you're created in the image of your creator and he creates the fruit of your lips. Am I talking to anybody? God creates the fruit of your lips. Now, you know, when you commit to the vision, it will commit to you. No side piece purpose. Come on, Kim. Can I say it one more time? When you commit to the vision, it will commit to you. No side piece purpose. Somebody needs to hear me. Y'all been sleeping around on your purpose. You've been sleeping around and sneaking around on your purpose. I need the commitment. I need you to understand how vitally important it is that you raise this baby. Y'all understand raising your children in the biological, but I need you to understand in the spiritual realm, in this realm that we're talking about, I need you to understand it's important for you to raise your baby. Because you have purpose and your baby of purpose has purpose. Am I talking to anybody? Let me say it again. Not only do you have purpose, but that baby of purpose that you have birthed and you're going to nurture to full capacity, it also has purpose for, it's a domino effect. And when you stop the process, that's why in 2022, we're still out here struggling as black folk. If somebody had taken purpose and continued with purpose and kept flying with purpose, I don't care what the obstacles are. Yes, obstacles are going to come. As somebody said about Oprah Winfrey, she was fired at 23. If she had thrown in it, I'm going to come here for just a quick second, because this is what I see y'all doing. This is how y'all hear y'all doing it, because y'all too churchy. When she got fired at 23, y'all would have been like, well, that obviously wasn't the direction the Lord had for my life. Let me pray and ask the Lord to give me another. No, that was her direction. She just needed to be made right there. Let me say it again. No, she wasn't in the wrong place. And no, it wasn't that wasn't God's will. She needed to be made. Oprah needed to be made. That's what the firing was for. Oprah needed to be made. But the way y'all preach it and teach it, when that door closed, y'all praying and asking the Lord to show you another door, because obviously no, when you know what your purpose is, am I talking to anybody? I need you to know what your purpose is and then commit to your purpose. So even if they fire me at 23, my purpose has not changed. But y'all out here praying for another miracle, praying for another direction, and talking about that wasn't the Lord's will. I must have moved prematurely. No, you didn't move prematurely. You need to be made. Stop this foolishness. Stop it. Stop jumping off bandwagons. Stop jumping off purposes. Stop jumping off callings because somebody told you if the door didn't open right here, that ain't the Lord's will. Baby, you got to have some tenacity. You got to have some, I know what I know, and I know that I know. You got to have the ability to say, make me right here. Make me right here. I got fired today, but one day you gonna look up and I'm gonna be the biggest brand that you've ever seen. Oh my God. Am I talking to anybody? I see you, Keisha. Let me keep talking to you. I need you to understand the making of purpose. Oh my God. I felt something right there. I need you to understand the making of purpose and stop with all of this. God didn't want that for me. Baby, God, sometimes I got to see, are you willing to keep on pushing? Are you willing to keep on pressing? Are you willing? Do you really want this? Do you really commit to this? Do you really desire? Y'all want stuff to just come down out of heaven and just fall in your lap. Baby, listen, I need you to be tried in the fire and come out as pure gold. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I need you to be tried in the making of purpose. It's being tried in the fire and coming out pure gold. Am I talking to anybody? Woo! That fire will get all the impurities out. That fire will get out any wrong intentions, any wrong motives, any wrong thinking. I need you to get made in your purpose. Get made in purpose. Get made on purpose. Am I talking to anybody? I understand that things come into your life, but don't quit. Don't give up. Don't go and throw in the towel. Don't start this backpedaling. Well, maybe that wasn't meant for me. The devil is a lie. Am I talking to anybody? Woo! And I tell people this a lot. If God didn't want you to do it, why would he put it in your heart? Y'all know some of this stuff is so embedded so deeply. You see it, you dream it, you see it. I mean, every time you turn around, every way you turn, every which way, you sense it, you hear it, you smell it, you taste it. But then you come back and question. No, ma'am, no, sir. I need you to get in a space, and I need you to get in a place of knowing who you are. I'm getting ready to get out of here because listen, we're going to go over and we're going to be with Rebel on today. But this, I'm closing with these two. I'm closing with these last two. I got some more videos, but I'm not going to show them today. We'll come back tomorrow because I'm on this. We got to be very, very, very clear. We got to stop vacillating in and out, on and off. We got to get into knowing who we are, and we've got to be very sure and secure so that we can execute. Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm so committed to this purpose right now. I'm so committed to this purpose. I'm so committed to this purpose. I don't know what to say. I'm so committed. Listen, in the morning time, it's the same purpose. In the afternoon, all day long, into the nighttime, when I sleep, when I dream, this purpose, my God, am I talking to anybody? It's all down in my shondo. Now, this is what I want us to, this right here. Stop trying to fit into a world that is lost in itself, a world leading everybody astray. Seek self-realization. Who am I? What am I here for? What's my purpose? The knowing that you're an extension of the universal creator. I told you that. Just like God, you're created in God's image. It's not 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and 2 ears. It is the image as a creator. You speak and he creates the fruit of your lips. That's your image of a creator. Know that you're created as an extension of the universal creator, a great power in the universe here to create goodness. And where we often look at, well, I'm waiting on God to do that. God's waiting on us. And for some of y'all, this language is too vague. Y'all wanted to say Jesus. You wanted to say, listen, I'm not opposed if that's where you are, God bless you. But I want you to understand, I'm talking to a bigger demographic than just Christians. I'm talking to everybody. Because please believe, every last person that's walking the face of this earth, we are here with power, with great power in this universe to bring goodness. And if the goodness is not seen in the earth, it's because we're not bringing it. I said something right there, whether y'all want to receive it or not. If the goodness is not seen in the earth, it's because we're not bringing it. We're not living it. We're not giving it. Y'all waiting on God to come down out of the sky and just boom, boom there. No. God's waiting on you. So this is where we're going to close on today. And this right here, I'm so glad Fairly All Day is in here because I'm going to steal her saying, fly high, fly high, understand who you are. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk. I've got more videos, but I don't have time because we're going over to Rebel's house for the cracks. We're going over to the Rebel's house for anti-morning bangos. We're going over there to have some fun, but I got to leave you with this. Can you feast your eyes on this? Fly high, vibe so high, vibrate so high, vibe so high that toxic people in your life disappear because they no longer know how to approach you. Good morning, Shay-Tay. Good morning. Oh, come on, Fairly. I'm going to use you this morning. Let the Lord use you. Fly high. I want you to vibrate. And some of you need to identify, are you vibrating too low? If all this toxicity and toxic people are around you and everywhere that you are and everything that you do, listen, you vibrating too low. You are vibrating too low. Come on. Only one Miss Cox, fly high. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Come on. It's a word, Keisha. It's a word. Higher vibrations, tall pumps. Come on. Are y'all hearing me? You know, we talk about this in the Institute, tall pumps. Fly high. Vibe so high that toxic people in your life disappear because they no longer know how to approach you. You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Let me say it one more time and I'm out of here. Vibrate. Vibe so high that toxic people in your life disappear because they no longer know how to approach you. Am I talking to anybody? This is the time in which we're living. This is the space that is happening. And this is how we're doing it in this hour. Come on, increase the wattage. Increase the wattage. I see you, KB Browns. Study the flight of the eagles. Come on. Why they fly high. Come on, Fairly. Come on, Fairly. Come on. We have to be honest and make sure we're not being toxic as well. Self-reflection is important to get to higher vibrations all day long, Shay-Tay. All day long. I'm always about introspection. More times than not, when you hear me talk, my talk is going to be about me, myself, and I and the inside. I'm not looking at who is outside because I'm going to tell you what, your external does not have the power. It does not have the power. I'm going to say it once more and again. How you going to say that, spiritual thought leader? Greater is the power. Greater is the energy. Greater is the God that's in me than anything that's in this world. So I'm going to say it once more and again. Nothing outside of me has the power to dictate, turn, transform, tear down, or push forward. It's all going to come from the God. It's the God in me. So when I begin to look, I'm looking at the inside. I'm not talking about it's what the old folks said it like this. They didn't have the understanding that we have now, but they said, it's not my brother, not my sister, but it's me, oh Lord. Isn't that what they, not my mother, not my father, but I'm not looking at all these other people. It's all about me. It's all about me and understanding who I am and whose I am and the way that I flow and the way that I go. I'm committed to this vision. And guess what? When you commit to the vision will commit to you. Stop going in and out. Stand your ground. Well, I feel for my brother and I feel for my sister. This has been another edition of Yes You O Cubed. I love you, and I see you, Crystal Method. I see y'all talking. This has been another edition of Yes You O Cubed. One-on-one. It's just me and you. I appreciate everybody that's come in the Lion's Den today. And we're going somewhere, y'all. We're going somewhere. Fly high. Come on, that's what I want you to do today. Fly high. Leave up out of here. Every time you turn around, when you think about your vision, when you think about your baby, when you think about your purpose, speak this over yourself. Fly high. None of you are grounded. Each of you have the ability to soar and fly like the eagles. And you are mounting up with eagle's wings. You are mounting up with eagle's wings. Fairly, you are mounting up with eagle's wings. Fly high. Now listen, y'all can find me out here because I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. I promise you I am. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Discord, Anchor, and more. I'm out there, y'all. I'm out there. And this is the thing. We don't have a spirit of intimidation. We don't have a spirit of fear. Listen, we got power. We have love. We have a sound mind. And as long as I'm operating in love, this is my mantra. I am all powerful and in love. Now listen, this is what I want you to understand about the Lion's Den. We not just talking up in here. We doing this thing. Dr. Dady Priest, she's out there doing her thing. T. Summers, she's out there doing her thing. Kai Chick, she's out here doing her thing. These folks are making moves and they're literally making changes in the world. When we talk about that, we understand when we leave from the Lion's Den, we are commissioned not to just talk about change, but babies, we understand we got to be the change. And at the end of the day, you're not in this thing all alone. It's us, you, me, we all. This pride, Pride, this Pride Alliance is relentless, and you're going to hear us roar. Listen, it's another day's journey and it's been a great day. I see you, Mrs. Fields. So much love to you. Thank you for being in the Lion's Den this morning. Now listen, this is what I want you to understand. I want you to recognize we are out here doing this thing, and it's not the den of iniquity. This is the den of activity, and the activity in the Lion's Den, that support has been strong today. Those roaring biddies, SK8843, those roaring biddies, MCP 812, T. Summers, Pink Assassin 74, those roaring biddies, Queen Shanna 21, and DJ Tony Jacks, those roaring biddies are blessing the Lion's Den. We're building something. To my moderators, the Blessed Trinity, the Rebel Inc., Michelle Browno, and Shelly Thunder. Those are my girls. Love me some them. Thank you for all you do in the Lion's Den. We're headed over to the Rebels house. Laser Stream and Soul Food Diva, thank you for the follows. For the resub, SK8843, Shelly Thunder, Tall Pumps, DJ James Dark Knight, Jazzy Players, Main Man 60, please, whichever way you want to go. Main Man 68, thank you so much for those resubs. And to the Rebel Inc. for gifting that sub, I appreciate you. Listen, I want you to come go with us. We will do you good. Do what you love what you do, commit to that purpose, fly high, and at the end of it all, peace for your journey.